as it pertains to the playoffs is very, very simple to me. The two number one seeds should be the favorites. That would be the Baltimore Ravens versus the San Francisco 49ers to meet in the Super Bowl in Las Vegas. Plain and simple. The number one threat to the Baltimore Ravens in the AFC is a team I believe to be the Cleveland Browns. Flacco is going to turn 39 years of age January 16th. The brother, since starting for the Cleveland Browns, is leading the NFL in terms of quarterbacks in passing yards. Average per game at 323. He's flinging a football over the field. Does he turn the ball over a little bit too much? Sure. But boy, can he fling that football. And with Amari Cooper as a number one option, with tight end Njoku as an option, with them still being able to run the football, and with that defense being as elite as Cleveland's defense is, I believe the Cleveland Browns are going to potentially make some noise in the postseason. They play Houston this coming weekend. Let's see what they do against Houston. And C.J. Stroud, he's a rookie. They should have a field day with him. But this brother, C.J. Stroud, is something special. And right now, I meant it when I said it on First Take this morning. There's only two quarterbacks I would definitively take ahead of him in Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes. Outside of that, maybe throw Josh Allen into the equation. But that's about it. The way C.J. Stroud is looking as a rookie, only 5 interceptions thrown this season, an interception percentage of 1%, one interception for every 100 passes thrown. This brother is special. But Cleveland, I think, is the number one threat to Baltimore. In the NFC, you've heard me say it. I'll say it for you again. The Dallas Cowboys are the number one threat to the San Francisco 49ers in the NFC. The Dallas Cowboys right now are looking at the best chance they've ever had to reach the Super Bowl since 1995. I say this because Dak Prescott has been the best quarterback in the NFC. I say this because CeeDee Lamb has been the best wide receiver in the NFC. Lots of folks would argue. They've clearly been the best tandem duo in the NFC, if not all of football. And they are an entirely different team when they are on their home turf instead of being on the road. Now, had the Detroit Lions not gotten robbed and they were granted that victory in Dallas a couple of weeks ago instead of some penalty because, they didn't follow proper procedure, which is just bogus to me, okay, then Detroit would be the ones having a home field advantage in a potential playoff series where they meet the Dallas Cowboys, and Dallas would have to come through Detroit before they were to go through San Francisco. That's not the case, however. And because that's not the case, if Detroit would have faced Dallas, Detroit would have to go to Dallas. And I don't think that they get a second bite at the apple and they end up taking Dallas out second go round. I think Dallas wins that game, which means that the San Francisco 49ers are our only hope for keeping those nauseating, disgusting Dallas Cowboy fans. The ones I talk about where if a nuclear bomb dropped, rats, roaches, and Cowboy fans would survive. That's what we're looking at. Me potentially having to hear, how about them Cowboys? All the damn time, which is just grates my last nerve. But it is what it is. Cowboys are no joke, and I'm going to give them love. Plain and simple. They'll lose. They ain't making it to Vegas. But I will concede that they're the number one threat to the San Francisco 49ers. And if the San Francisco 49ers were to face them again, there's but so many times you can romp a team before they wake up and they answer the call. They've lost. Dallas Cowboys have lost to San Francisco the last 2 years in the playoffs. And they got stomped by San Francisco this year in the regular season, 42-10. So when you look at it from that perspective, it's fair to say that at some point in time, the Dallas Cowboys got to stand up, and they will stand up, and let's see what happens. They're the number one threat to the San Francisco 49ers in the NFC. The number one threat in all of football in San Francisco is the best team in football right now, which is the Baltimore Ravens.